Welcome to Travisa Financial. Travisa Financial is a purpose-driven wholesale lender. We're not your average wholesale lender. We're a team on a mission to help you open more doors.
Is offer products to home buyers that otherwise would not be able to get into a home. And there's so many.
Reach more families and redefine what's possible for first-time homebuyers, especially underserved communities.
Having diverse lending products opens doors for folks that otherwise might not have access. And so it's understanding different cultures, it's understanding different backgrounds, and the fact that you might not have had the opportunities that others have had, but there's still a way for you to get into homeownership. And so understanding that those different backgrounds exist.
At Travisa Financial, we believe homeownership is more than just a transaction. It's transformation. It's the foundation for building wealth, stability, and legacy. Together with borrowers, we're committed to making that transformation real. Through education, transparency, and heart, we help more families step confidently into homeownership.
It seems so much further away that it's more important today to focus on this affordable lending issue, right? Or the affordable lending challenge to get people into homes.
Because when you know better, you build better. Every borrower you empower, every loan you close, every set of keys you deliver is proof that dreams don't have barriers, only bridges.
For Travisa, it's putting some strength on that bridge, because how you help a broker close a loan, the understanding of the dynamics of that consumer who's now getting older because it's so much harder, who has profiles that we're all trying to figure out, right? When you talk about millennials and Gen Z and their income and all that. And a lot of lenders go, this is just too much damn work. And I don't know if I want to do this because it might not be worth it. I don't know how to manufacture this. Where Travisa can come in and go, look, let's manufacture loans and let's help brokers get these people across, and let's strengthen the bridge, right? It's going to take us some time. It doesn't happen like overnight, but we know how to do it pretty well.
Join us in building bridges that turn the dream of homeownership into reality. Because at Travisa Financial, no one serves first-time homebuyers better.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our EEP Power Up Deal Desk Thursday. I'm just going to review who we are here at Travisa and the basics of our EEP program for those that are new to us. Travisa Financial. So we are striving to make homeownership a dream come true for everyone. And through our homeownership, we are creating wealth with our innovative loan programs, such as our EEP program. What is the EEP program and how does it work? A government entity, which is a Native American tribe called Tule River, they purchase a home selected by your home buyer. This is your home buyer's dream home that they went out and selected on their own. Simultaneously, while the government entity, the tribe, is closing on the FHA loan for that property, your home buyer is going to enter into a homeownership agreement. And there's a memorandum that is recorded on title to secure your home buyer's interest. The home buyer can make improvements, remodels at their liking, and they'll even receive a 1098 interest statement at the end of the year. For the EEP program, there are some amazing highlights to this program, and they're designed to really help your borrowers get into the home. With the minimum down payment of 3.5% for not only U.S. citizens, but for ITIN borrowers, non-permanent residents, and DACA are all included in that 3.5% down requirement. We have low and no credit scores down to a 580 minimum credit scores and no credit score options as well. For our 3 months bank statement program, you can do self-employed, W-2, and 1099. So specifically for the self-employed, there is a standard expense factor of 45%, although we do have a tiered option, which is amazing for those that may not have many employees or none at all, and they're service-based more than product-based. So definitely, if you have any questions about that or want further breakdown of the guidance, please let us know. Our DTI is 50 over 60, and that's standard. There's no minimum credit requirement to get the 50 over 60. The 50 over 60 is going to be standard across the board. The only time that that DTI changes to a 43 over 50 is if you have a home buyer that currently already owns a home and they wish to retain it and rent it out. Then there's a few restrictions against the DTI and reserve requirement. There's no source or seasoning of funds to close. So keep in mind that if you have a home buyer, keeps their money at home, saves at home, doesn't put it into the financial institutions, that is something that we can verify those funds are deposited prior to closing. There's no seasoning of those funds. And bankruptcies, we allow bankruptcies. The bankruptcy for a Chapter 7 just needs to be discharged 1 day prior to closing. So with that in mind, your home buyer can go out, find that home, put it under contract, start the process, and we just need to make sure that they are discharged 1 day prior to that closing date. We take all properties that are FHA approved, so 1 to 2 units, PUDs, condos, and manufactured homes. Seller contributions are allowed up to 6% of the sales price. This will definitely help offset any additional funds that your buyer has to bring into closing to help minimize the burden of funds to close. So when you're qualifying your borrower, there are definitely many different scenarios to look at, from the 3.5% down, ITIN, to the 3 months bank statements. And, some of the borrowers that you want to look at for this program and the 3 months bank statement are possible waiters, waitresses that receive an hourly income. They receive a W-2 for that hourly income, but they receive a lot of income in cash tips. And so that would be a good candidate for our 3-month bank statement program. And same with your 1099 and seasonal gig workers. If they're 1099, we do not have an expense factor for them. We also allow gift funds, but please keep in mind that gift funds cannot be used as reserves. 12-month clean VOR, and we do have some good niches for if you have a private landlord VOR that you're providing. We don't need any follow-up documentation such as bank statements or canceled checks if they meet a few different requirements. Credit score of 620 or higher, 125% payment shock or less, and a lower DTI. So again, this program has so many different options and opportunities for your home buyer. We also accept alternative trade lines. And so if you do pull a credit report and you've only pulled one bureau and it's a 580 or higher, but they do not have any trade lines, we can use a alt trade line for that 12-month clean history. Also with the no scores, we can use, we're going to use alt trade lines because typically if they have no credit scores, you're not going to see any trade lines on credit, but we do need 2 for the no score program. And if you look at the comparison, you can see that Travisa Financial beats our competitors in down payment, 3.5% versus 15 to 20%. Bank statements, 3 months bank statements versus 12 to 24. DTI is huge. Max 50 over 60 when it's standard 43. And some lenders require some comp factors to even go as high as 55. Credit scores down to 580 with only 1 credit bureau, where others require 700 to 720 mid-credit scores. Over at Travisa, we have a lot of options to help assist you and guide you and support you during the process of your transaction. We have our EEP Support Center, which is our our hotline, and we have our dedicated email, EEPQuestions@travisafinancial.com. And these are the ways that you can reach out to get your questions answered. I also just want to mention that we have an amazing support with your account executives, Norma Summers and Ben Slayton, and we have Shari, that is our VP of operations, and she's our AVP of operations, and she's amazing to help walk you and guide you through the TPO platform we use to get your files submitted and get the ball rolling on those. So please, at any time, feel free to reach out to any of them and or including myself. So now we're going to go ahead and go to any questions that you all may have today. Okay, I have a question here. Do we pull the case numbers or does Travisa Financial? So for the EEP product, Travisa Financial is going to pull your FHA case number. So in that case, I wanted to also bring up and mention that condos do need to be FHA approved. And so we want to look into that and check to make sure that they're approved prior to going under contract and submitting files. If for some reason you do not have access, please reach out to us and we're more than happy to look at those details for you and let you know. I wanted to thank you again for joining us today, and hopefully you can come back to the EEP Power Up Scenario Mondays. It's going to be this Monday, October 27th at the same time, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard. And please reach out if you need anything in between then, and I look forward to seeing you. Thanks. Bye-bye.